I got pulled over and they did this sobriety test as far as the figures and stuff goes, but I was not given a breathalyzer or blood work either at the scene or at the station, and I'm trying to figure out if I could pretty much get out of my DUI.
Michael, it sounds a little bit, and you were breaking up just a tad, but it sounds a little bit like you were pulled over, that you were given the field sobriety test. I believe you said something about the finger where the HGN test was done for your eyes, possibly some other things at the scene. It is possible for a prosecutor to make their case and convict somebody based off the field sobriety test alone. Now, obviously, they want that big number. They want to take you down and have you give blood, breath, or urine, so they have some sort of scientific test that I'm actually going to scientific test. I've got some concerns about the legitimacy of how some of those are conducted. But, so generally speaking, you should, well, let me rephrase that. Generally speaking, on the scene, an officer is not going to offer for you to do a blood, breath, or urine test. He's going to ask you to demand it. If he didn't, you may very well have some issues to work with as far as your defense, and go ahead and start getting somebody involved for you. I would call an attorney. These things are really ticky-tacky. This is a niche area of the law. You either do it or you don't. And I would encourage you to go ahead and give me a call. I'll be happy to speak with you if it's outside my wheelhouse, or if I think we need to get somebody else involved. I'll pick up the phone.
Yeah, one thing that people don't realize too, Ken, is that you can be given a DUI when you're under prescription drugs. Just because it's a prescription drug does not excuse you and allow you to drive while under the influence of those drugs.
That's absolutely right. You know, we've got just the standard DUI that everybody thinks of, which is drunk. But there's also drugs, prescription drugs, non-prescription drugs, and all of that plays into what the officer's looking for on the side of the road. Now, typically, if we're getting into prescription drugs, that officer, the arresting officer, may have called in somebody that's a DRE, a drug recognition expert. So they've got a different set of training and a different set of tests that they may do to further the investigation. But again, it's a part of that. I keep saying it's an investigation on the side of the road. If you don't give them the evidence, they don't have it against you. And the state's case is less complete towards trial if it has to go to trial.